my breakfast has been the same for 10 years now. Scrambled eggs, whole fruit, and oatmeal. It's been the same. After that, I do brown rice and steak pretty much every meal. I mean, I'll have cheat meals here and there. When I do my sweets, I go all out. I mean, I'll do like probably every 3 weeks I have like something sweet. My testosterone was low, but my estrogen was high, so I was kind of out of whack. So I don't know if it's what that was from, but everything's good now.
Always reminds me, you might be too young for Monty Python, but like when the guy loses his arm. Oh, it's just an arm. Come back here. You'll grow back.
Yeah.
It's a flesh wound.
Yeah, and he jumps on the horse and rides off. Yeah. It's old school.
Was there anything that you noticed from the change of the young you into this new venture of trying to be healthy along with muscular and size? Was there anything else besides the testosterone that you looked at on the numbers that you kind of go, oh, I'm kind of glad that I saw this? Was there any at that time? Was there anything like high blood pressure? Was there anything that the thyroid or anything like that you looked at and said, okay, let me change some habits?
I know my estrogen was high, and I couldn't figure out why because my test level was. Now at the time I was just new to everything. Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? Now looking back, I don't know why my estrogen was high and my test was half what it should be. Because normally, if people have a high testosterone level, that's what's bringing the estrogen up. My testosterone was low, but my estrogen was high, so I was kind of out of whack. So I don't know if it's what that was from, but everything's good now. Main things I just check for is hemoglobin, blood pressure, kidney function, testosterone level, and estrogen are the main things. There's other stuff too, but I've never been. My concern is just those things. As long as I'm good on those, I'm pretty much good.
Now, I know that you and I have talked about this. We talked about your eating habits now.
Yeah.
And what I love the fact of is because everybody says, "Oh, I'll take care of the eating habits when I'm your age, Mike."
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, okay, good luck with that. Way to phone it in until then.
Yeah.
But you're doing it at 40 years old to where you were talking about you have a small circle of foods that you continuously eat day in and day out. And they're also good. Tell us about the digestion and how you do that and that choices that you made to do this.
Well, the first one was because I work out in the morning. So my first one was trying to figure out a meal I could have that's not too heavy on my stomach, that's still going to give me the fuel for the workout. So for all those years, I was doing, ground beef or ground turkey or steak and eggs. Now I don't do any type of meat before I train. I just do eggs, real eggs, pasture raised, like the good eggs. I always get the best eggs I could find, the best fruit I could find, quality oatmeal. So my breakfast has been the same for 10 years now. Scrambled eggs, whole fruit, and oatmeal. It's been the same. After that, I do brown rice and steak pretty much every meal. So it gets pretty boring. I eat pretty much steak, eggs, fruit, oatmeal, jasmine rice, and occasional salmon. That's pretty much it.
Do you pull vegetables in?
The only vegetables I take right now is I take like a powder green supplement that someone gave me. A friend of mine, he's a competitive eater. He's like top in the world. So those are the guys you need to talk to get your digestion right, because they eat.
What's his name?
Bartley Weaver.
Oh, but yeah, we can't pull up Bartley here. I'm just kidding, man. Bartley's awesome.
Bartley's
he comes
He's a good guy. He trains over at my gym too. I see him, but we're actually supposed to go eat last week at IHOP and do a pancake challenge. But it was kind of.
How great is he?
Yeah, that's crazy.
He came out and stayed with me for a bit here. Gosh, I don't know how long ago it was. It seems like yesterday, but I know it's been a couple months. And we did this challenge, 2 burritos, and the burritos weigh 3 pounds each. They're huge.
Yeah.
Man, I barely ate a quarter of one of them. And this cat ate both of them, no problem. And what I love is, we're talking about Bartley's my size. And so you're talking about a guy that has no problem eating that stuff. And again, staying like what he looks like. He looks just like the gladiator that he plays with the Titans.
Yeah.
But both of you guys are huge guys. But it's interesting. You stay very regimented and kind of close circled to make sure the digestion works and your body works, where he can eat anything and everything and still functions correctly.
Yeah. See, it might be the combination of probiotics and fiber and greens and stuff that he takes. I know for me, if eating all the crap food I used to eat didn't interfere with my digestion, I'd probably still be eating it. That was like the ultimate thing where it's like, I mean, there was times where I was, not using the bathroom for 2-3 days, and I'm still eating all that food. So I need to figure out something to keep me like regular and find foods that's going to pass through. I don't have a lot of fats in my diet. I don't really believe in fats. If you put some almond butter on a knife and leave it in the sink, soaking all day in soapy water, at the end of the day, it's still on that knife. So I have the same concept. We're putting fats, avocado, and oils into my stomach. As soon as I take some nutrients, it's going to get lodged in the oil and doesn't disperse properly. So for me, I basically do no fats, clean carbs, clean protein. But yeah, if that was pretty much the main thing is the acid reflux, the heartburn, and digestion. If those weren't an issue, I'd probably be sitting at a buffet somewhere going crazy.
Well, I just like the fact that nobody's born equal. And yeah. I got two pinnacle guys here. I got you and Bartley that we were speaking about, and I'll put a video up here of what Bartley looks like and how that boy can eat.
It's crazy.
But again,
he does a gallon of water in 30 seconds. He did a gallon of water. He pulled the gallon up. He literally just pushed it in his mouth. It almost made me throw up watching it. I don't know.
I just like the fact that that's the great thing about life. You never know what's going to work for you. So if you guys are out there listening to this, listen to what Drew's doing and how he's eating at this stage of the game and stuff. But then also feel free to look at Bartley and how he eats and how it works for him. We're not all cut the same. It doesn't work that way. We're all so different. But yet we're all the same humans. I love it. At this stage, where's the mindset? Where by eating like this, by training like this, what's the goal here now?
The goal is pretty much stay in 3 weeks out contest shape year round, or 4 weeks out, I guess. From a visual standpoint. So if I start to, I want to keep my waistline. My waist can continue to get smaller, and everything continue to get skin get thinner and more quality muscle. Even if it's a pound I gain in a year, the leaner you are, every little change you see more. So I didn't really notice the changes over the years. If I go back 10 years ago and look at myself, my face was rounder, my skin wasn't as dent. It didn't have that look to it. So my main thing now is just to stay literally within 4 weeks of a show all year round, to eat clean all year round. I've pretty much been doing that for the past 2 years now. I mean, I have cheat meals here and there. When I do my sweets, I go all out. I mean, I'll do like probably every 3 weeks I have like something sweet. But for the most part, I don't snack. I just eat whole food meals. You'll never see me with chips or Slim Jims or nuts. I don't do any of that. I just do quality food meals.
Would you say right now you're in a surplus or a deficit? Usually, most of the week.
So that's another thing too, is me eating clean like this. The way I train, people that know me, I don't really post a lot of training videos, and the videos that I do post of me training is just kind of like for a clip. But people that actually know how I train, I have to take time off. Like I train so heavy and so crazy that by be eating clean now and having a fast metabolism and genetics and all that, I have to limit my training now, where now I train every other day and the volume is less, the reps are more. So my rep range now is like 5 to 8, where it used to be 20 everything. I used to be in the gym for 2-3 hours from one exercise to the next. Now it's like, let my heart rate come down, let me get ready for this next set so I could push it and get a better quality set, as opposed to just balls to the wall. But now it's less volume, I guess, and less. Every other day has been working out good for me. Mike Menser, his stuff is, I don't really do the one set Mike Menser stuff, but I love his philosophies. I love the way he trains. I love the way he doesn't believe in crazy volume and recovery. I love all that stuff.